Hello, paranormal fanatics. How you doing on this lovely Saturday night? Mr. J. Wow is here. Yeah, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't late, right? Mr. Leefoot is here. Uh, I appreciate you guys keeping me on check with time, but if you look, it was scheduled for 8:35, and I'm actually right on time for that. And it should be live interviews with paranormal teams. Are you picking on my food combos? And anyways, let's not get into stuff because why would we? Anyways, yeah, I wouldn't be me if I wasn't late. It's awfully weird that my whole job revolves around the schedule, and in my personal life, I'm never on time. It's just the way it is, right? So, enough about me and what's going on. I have one member of the Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team behind the scenes waiting to be introduced. And I believe another member will be on shortly when they're available. But tonight, I wanted to thank everybody for joining me. It's been a while. I appreciate you guys coming back. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. We are still going through evidence review from this past Saturday at the Library Theater. Man, some really interesting things that I've personally seen in the evidence so far. Still have plenty of video and audio to go through. And then, of course, first step is to show the client and then put it out for the public to see. Really interesting stuff, to say the least. So enough my rambling. Remember to not listen to me anymore because I'm rambling. But anyways, without further ado, since I don't know what else to say, let's bring on Chris. Hello, Chris. How you doing tonight?
Hi, guys. I'm good. How are you?
We're doing good. I hope you'll forgive me because, as I've said 10, 15, 20 times now, it's been a while since I've done one of these interviews, so I got to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, you're fine.
I appreciate that. Tipsy Fedora. I tell you, these people think I'm drinking all the time or something because, I don't know, maybe because I can't form proper English sentences, things.
Can't proper English?
So, as you guys could hear, Chris is dealing with a lovely animal, a dog, by the sounds of it. That's reasonable deduction. So, Chris, what kind of dog is that?
They're all barking right now. They bark at everything.
Are they all the same breed? So, Chris, while he deals with that, he is part of a new and uprising team in Chautauqua County, New York, which is Jamestown, Fredonia, those kind of areas. I don't know if Chautauqua goes as far as Fredonia, but I'm sure they would go that far if the situation calls for it. And I tell you, I've been sitting back, I've been watching their Facebook and their YouTube and such, which hopefully they'll be on to say the YouTube channel name. I've shared their Facebook. I shared their Facebook page on this page, our Facebook page before. Lee says Chris is an orb.
I'm what?
You're an orb.
Yeah.
They're sensing my animal magnetism. Yeah, right, J-Wow. Maybe because I'm furry like a beast. Thank you, Jay, for that. Fredonia and Dunker is still Chautauqua County.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's been a while since I thought about Chautauqua County and such. So, you know why he says you're an orb?
Because my camera's not on, but
Yeah,
I
that
look
would probably.
garbage, so I am not going on camera.
Well, that's okay. Have you seen me lately? So what got you into paranormal investigation? And if it's okay with you, I'll disclose our relationship to each other.
Yeah, go ahead.
For those that probably don't know, Chris is my nephew, my sister's son, and so I'll be honest with you, Chris. I know you kind of watch like horror films and such, but I never knew you were into the paranormal.
Well, I actually remember when I went on my first investigation with you guys. That's what actually got me interested in doing it.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. Where was it?
The Ward Mall. It had to have been like 2014, I want to say.
Okay, I was about to say, don't try to say 20 years ago. And yes, now that you mention it, I do remember. That was a while ago.
It was.
And
But yeah, that's what got me interested in it.
You've been into it all that long.
Correct, yep.
So you're ready to welcome your friend on?
I don't know. I don't even know if he's available still. Hold on.
He's available.
Sorry.
He's hanging out in the background.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just debating on if we want to make him later or not.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll bring him on.
He is the leader of the group, sir.
I'm just picking on
Hello.
you, Caleb. How you doing, bud?
Good, yourself?
Doing fine. Just sitting here chatting with Chris.
Yep, still in the store, but we're gonna be getting out of here soon. I figured I'd pop on. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. You said that you're possibility that you're going to be running late. So
Yeah, unfortunately. I was hoping to be out of here by then, but didn't get a chance to get out of here.
well, such things happen. What can you
Yep.
do? Work does that. What's on your hat?
This hat here is actually got a picture of a Can-Am Maverick. My grandfather gave me this.
Awesome.
He's got a Can-Am Maverick, and it says "Just Ride."
Nice. And a Michael Myers shirt.
Yep, I got a Michael shirt on.
Nice.
Didn't have
I mean, he's no Freddy, but
Oh, I'm a Michael fan. I'm Michael. I like all those horror shows, though, to be honest.
Yep. Chucky
yeah,
for me, though.
Didn't get a chance to change before the show, obviously, so.
no,
But
that's
I'm
okay.
here.
What was that, Chris?
I said I like Chucky the best, though.
But then we
Chucky,
gotta have the
Chucky fan.
then we have to have the OG stuff, Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Just for your information, you are not an orb.
All right. Sweet.
I'm an orb because I'm not on camera.
Get on
Yeah,
camera.
from Michael Myers, to Freddy.
I
The
think
one that
Chris
just said
I
that.
I called Chris around 8:10, and he's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I gotta get on."
No doubt.
I really did. I literally almost forgot until he called me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sorry.
I'm just his uncle. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
So we were just talking about what got you guys into the paranormal. Chris was saying, as you heard, he went on his first investigation with us at the mall. How about yourself?
So my first investigation outside the team, like I said, I've done this outside of the team as well. Man, it's hard. I've done this stuff for a while. I've done stuff like this. I can't quite remember my first. I can't remember. We've done a lot of
Wow,
cemetery
Caleb.
stuff. I'll admit we've done some stuff back in the day before I had a team. I done stuff where I'd gone on places maybe we shouldn't have been on. But like we used to watch Ghost Hunt. I still watch Ghost Hunters, Ghost Ventures, all of those shows like that, all those ghost shows and stuff. And that's really when I got interest in this kind of stuff, was watching all those shows and stuff. So
Nice.
yep.
Well, you act like you're 50 years old. Way back when, I don't remember.
He is 50 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
An old soul.
I age well.
Why doesn't the tall man get much love? Because he doesn't say nothing. He just sits there in a hockey mask and not say much.
Hey,
At least,
I like Jason.
at least Michael, he shows his dedication to one woman.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You got to admit, Jason really don't do much.
Right. Freddie, he's witty, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Chucky, though, he's a little chaotic. Like,
Who's
Yeah.
yelling?
Hannah.
Oh, Lord. You gotta have her around?
Yeah, there's 2 members here on the team.
She's one of our members as well.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sure she brings a great touch to it. Tall man's from Phantasm. Oh, sorry, Jay. Wow, I thought that was Lee saying that, so I thought it was referring to Voorhees again.
I'm gonna have to start my team little show like this. Pretty neat. Eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, Chris, would you like to tune in every week, once a week with me?
I would
What
do
are you
it. Why
gonna do?
not?
I said we need to start a show like this.
Sure. I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty laid back. Well, I guess it'd be your show, so you guys could choose how you want it.
Yeah, something that we can start planning. I know actually Chris is in the training to be our co-lead investigator, actually. So
Nice.
Yep.
So speaking of that, what is everybody's current roles? I asked Chris, and he gave me a number earlier, but in this case, my mind. How many members is there?
right, so there's about 7, and I do know that we're still in the works of getting everybody's position. Obviously, I'm the founder and lead investigator. Then we have a tech manager.
We have a tech manager named Lee.
Yeah, we have a tech manager named Brandon. And he's pretty good. Yeah, and then
Except where was he at Stockton, Caleb?
I know. So I say he's pretty good. He used to be great. Going down. Then we have we're working on getting a case manager, which is actually going to be Heather as soon as she's done. She's actually the district manager for Spirit, so she's got a lot going on. But the season will be shutting down soon because she's going to take over case manager. So
Nice. Yeah, because did you all meet at Spirit Halloween?
Yeah, actually, yeah. So like, Heather's actually my mother.
Well, then you probably didn't meet at Spirit Halloween.
Oh, yeah, we didn't Spirit Halloween, but she worked at Spirit Halloween. She started at Spirit Halloween. That's where she met Chris. Then she met him through Chris. She met Brandon there. We also have another girl on the team. Her name's Alexis. She's fairly new to the team. And I actually met her at Dipson, working at Dipson. So
Nice.
when I used to work at Dipson.
So now I guess I was kind of half aware, but not fully aware that Hannah's part of the group. How did that come about?
So actually, I believe Chris, you were on the team first, right? You were.
Yes,
Yep.
I was.
Hannah, I can talk to him. It was kind of so. This is so. Throughout, I started this team back in last April.
Okay.
And we started working. Middle of the summer, I actually had a whole team. Everybody on left.
Looks like we might be losing Chris. Do you have any more background on that?
He's
Yes.
echoing.
So, I'm gonna get into also in the middle of changing the team name, but I'll get into that in a second. So I had a team of 6.
Caleb,
Hey, Caleb,
Yep.
you're breaking up so bad that we can barely hear words you're saying.
we
All right.
lost about a minute worth of conversation there.
Oh no. What do I need to carry?
that big box.
The
Okay.
last I heard was that you formed the group back in April, this past April, and then other than that, it was nothing.
Oh man. All right. Just give me 1 second, okay?
No problem.
Back on just a second.
Take your time. Now he's an orb. And look, for those that
We're
don't
both
know,
orbs.
Lee is saying that because it's been a running joke in the group WASP for a while now that Lee's a tech guy, and he does not want to be the tech guy, nor does he claim to be the tech guy. But so any chance I get, I say he's the tech guy. So he was explaining about the founding of the group and such, but I asked more about Hannah, and she was brought on through you.
Yeah, I was asked to be on first, and I agreed, and then they asked Hannah if she was interested as well.
Now, what made Hannah interested in the paranormal? And she can answer if she'd like.
Is she here?
I thought she was with you.
No, she's with Caleb actually.
Oh,
That I actually cannot answer that because I'm not 100% on what made Hannah interested in it.
no, that's fine. I was kind of throwing that out there because I thought she was in the room with you.
Oh no.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Yeah.
And see, that's him saying he's not the tech guy.
Lee, you're not the tech guy?
He is a co-founder of Warren Area Society.
You are definitely the tech guy, Lee.
Don't get him going with me.
So back where we were at how Hannah got on the team, right?
Yes.
Right. So Chris was asked to be on the team first. Then after that, I did come up to Hannah, and I asked Hannah if she would like to be a part of the paranormal team, and she accepted it. I wasn't sure how much she was actually into this kind of stuff, so I was hesitant at first. I was like, yeah, I don't think she's really into this stuff. Then I found out that she was, and she's still getting the hang of it. Like when we first started, when she first investigation came out, she's like, "Ghost, don't talk to me, don't touch me, you know, don't make contact with me. I'm just here to be here."
And she seems to be the most organized one as well.
She did come a very long way. Now she's the first one to talk. She's very interactive. Loves all the equipment. She's like, well, I want to use this, I want to use that. So she's very Hannah's came a long way from when she first started.
Nice.
Ask her about Bradley.
Oh, Bradley. So we were on the road, and there was this coming through the spirit box. We asked for Brad. And Brad only wanted to talk to Hannah. Brad wouldn't talk to nobody. And then when Hannah would talk and ask questions, he would talk. He would come back and he would answer questions. For so Hannah's got a little lover. We pick on her. We feel like a little fun little. We pick on well, would Brad like that? So, but yeah, we have a lot.
We're getting about only every third word.
He's breaking up again. But what happened? We were in an investigation on Hickman Road.
Oh man!
And we were up the bridge on this one section and asking like a ghost like its name and stuff. And it came back Bradley, and it would only respond to Hannah.
Really?
So it's like a running joke that like Bradley is like her boyfriend.
Yeah. So we have fun on the team. So Brad's a little team joke thing for Hannah.
So she's ghosting him.
Yes.
Literally. Yeah.
And so I'm catching grief here for being late to a radio interview and to the library, Carnegie Library. So that's what's going on in the chat right now.
Oh. Yeah. So back.
Have you guys gotten a Guernsey Hollow punch card yet?
Guernsey Hollow punch card yet? No, we have not.
There's no such thing.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I've never heard of that in my life.
No, we have.
We were, for a while, it seemed like every other day we were hitting Guernsey Hollow for stuff. And so now Jay keeps talking about my Guernsey Hollow punch card is completely full multiple times over.
Before I was in the team, I used to go to Guernsey Hollow all the time. never really got anything, so I never really brought the team there. But we might bring the team there for some like fun and see what we can get. But yeah,
Lots of love to you, Steven.
A good handful of times, and just we haven't got anything.
Never heard of it. We've gotten we were there in the middle of July on a Sunday afternoon, like our first time truly there, I believe, or second time during the day. And we actually seen what we feel were 2 full body apparitions.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That goes with the caveat of we can't prove it, so kind of one of those on your honor things.
Right.
But that's the first time that we truly seen what we feel were apparitions. Was right in the middle of the day there.
Right.
Are you guys the union members yet?
Union members.
These guys are just going off the wall tonight.
Going off the wall.
Going off the wall. It's been a while, so now they're all their frustrations, all this energy has been pent up. It's been a while since I've done a sit down interview with teams, so
we're very thankful you invited us on.
What's that?
I said we're very thankful you invited us on.
I'm honored, and I really appreciate you guys coming on. We've been doing a lot more investigations lately, so we've been doing lives on location, whereas the weather's getting a little colder and things are slowing down a little bit, so I'll be doing more of this stuff. And I'm hoping you guys, and I'm not ending this right now, but I'm hoping you guys will come back on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The rest of us saw them. Scott was late. Busting on me again. I was there.
He's always late.
I know.
Oh, stop it.
They're not union? Thing known to man, even family reunions.
So yeah, I'd like to get in. If you don't mind, Scott, I would like to get into a chance to get into why we're actually changing the name. So obviously, our name is the Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team.
You're changing your name.
Yeah, we are in the middle of changing the name to Chautauqua Area Paranormal Society. C.A.P.S. Yep. So the reason, like I said, I started working on this back
Caleb.
You guys hear me?
No.
Such bad internet.
So, do you know why you're switching?
I have no idea, honestly. I wish I had a better explanation or answer, but I really don't.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hello, Vicky from C.A.P.S Paranormal. I'm really happy you caught us too. Thank you for coming on.
You're again.
This is Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team that just did some breaking news about their name.
Hey, Scott, can you hear me?
A little bit better, yeah.
All right. So when we talk to Chris about things, sometimes he doesn't like to comprehend that.
I wouldn't know nothing about that.
No, I love Chris, but it's been a great help. But so yeah, we're changing the name because, like I said, I started working on this team back in April. I had a complete team in the summer. We had a group of 6. Nobody on the team now was that team. So everybody left me, other than me, obviously. I was like, oh no, what just happened? So everybody left me. All 5 people left me. It was just me. And we came up with a name. We did all that. So that whole entire team was the one that built the Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team. We had a slogan. We had everything. And then,
really?
They just all left. And the reason I believe of what happened was we were taking it slow because one of our members on the team, which if I could go back, I would change what I did. But what happened was he was having a wedding in October. He wanted to wait to do investigations until October. So I was waiting for the team just and they just left. They're like, all right, I'm done with this. I'm done with this waiting crap. What I should have done is said, well, Bill, you can join us when you're able to. And I.
So this is what you guys are gonna be then.
Yeah. So we're gonna be the Chautauqua Area Paranormal Society. Okay. I'm going. Okay.
I bet you I spelled that wrong, didn't I?
New team, new name.
Yeah, you definitely spelled Chicago wrong.
Fresh start. So I want this,
CHAUTAUQUA.
You're not being pulled over, are you?
No, not us.
I was about to say, keep it live, so that way if they start dragging you out of the car and stuff, I get good views.
So, I'm not sure if you heard the whole story, but yep, that's why we're changing our name.
Hashtag free Caleb.
All right. That's very interesting, and thank you for sharing that. Now, I'll tell you the truth, that's going to sound a lot better when people ask. You could just say, hey, we're C.A.P.S.
Right. And I like it. It's got a better ring to it. I like it. I really like the name. So, we have a logo and everything now. So, we actually just got logo yesterday. So.
Is that better?
Yep, that is.
No.
Oh, Chautauqua spelled wrong, but
still spelled wrong.
Chautauqua spelled wrong, but other than that,
I'm not trying anymore.
Nope, that's all right. People will get it.
This is forever living on the internet now,
I know, and it's the greatest thing ever.
Oh, it is not. Let's see. You did. And you grew up in the county. I did. I did grow up in Jamestown.
There you go.
Is that how that's spelled? Is that right?
That is right.
That is how you spell Chautauqua.
No, it's not. I'm right. Y'all are wrong.
All right, Scott. Scott's never wrong.
Right.
But he's always late.
And Waha. We were actually going to be called that when we were first starting off.
Really?
What it stands for is Warren Area Haunting Association.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. That's a new one. So, like, when I was first coming up with the name, the Chautauqua County App team, we were thinking of so many ideas. We didn't want to go with the normal ghost, so we were trying to think of other names for ghost.
Right.
So, I mean, I spent probably close to 4 hours trying to come up with this name, just straight writing things down, ripping the paper, throwing it in the garbage. Next paper, writing things down, fill up the whole paper, throw it away. So it was a lot of work. I think that was the hardest part of getting this team going, was getting that name.
Right. Ours started off with a joke in reality. But many people heard about this when that's watched the show. So that's a conversation we could kind of have on the side one of these days.
Yeah. Honestly, if we get one of these shows going, we bring you on. That's something you could talk to us about, because I don't really know much about you either. So it'd be nice to.
It's okay. Nobody wants to know much about me. It's all good. I want
to know how you got your team going.
As a joke. It started off as a ha-ha, and it kind of got into a why not, and from a why not to a hey, let's do it, to here we are 12 years later.
I remember that. I remember that starting as a joke, quote unquote.
Founded.
What's that?
When was your team founded?
Oh, I don't know. Has it been founded yet?
I mean, apparently.
Do I? It would have been back in, I believe, 2010.
Wow.
Actually, what's the date today? Today's 11th. So technically in 10 days from now will be our anniversary.
I seen a post that you posted, like a memory or something, like yesterday or something. It said 2010. I was like, holy crap. So when did he start this team then? I didn't know you guys been around for that long. I thought maybe like.
Yeah, we're old.
A couple of years.
That long. That's the year I graduated high school, Caleb.
You old son of a gun.
Experience, like a fine wine. That way we could help those that are just coming into the field. So I am impressed personally with you guys on all these places you've been lately.
Yeah,
There's teams that spend sometimes years trying to get into any real business or anything, and it seems like you guys been able to do that. So
yeah.
Bravo.
Thank you. We're also going to the Rechlan A actually this Friday, so that'd be nice.
And so, what do you credit to your guys' ability to do this? As opposed to needing time to build up and get to that point.
I think because we're, I don't know, maybe more professional than maybe some teams that start up. For example, if we have a contract, we have like pretty much a whole like fine line of how things run on investigations. So it's more like prone to, like, for example, when I went to one of my investigations, the lady who was in charge of that, she was, I got to look at your Facebook page. I thought you guys been around for years, for how professional you guys are. She says, and I'm just finding out that you guys are like just starting out. So I think it's really just professionalism and already having a contract and all that stuff. That's what really gets us into places, so they feel more comfortable with us coming.
Right. And yeah, confidence and things like that definitely come a long way. And yes, Jay, I understand there's more than Guernsey. And experience does come in handy when investigating. Very true. Little things. You could learn a lot by watching social media and such, talking to people, but being out on investigations and things like that, you learn little things, like something simple like we were on a case when we were the first year or so of a group, and the way we had our cameras facing, the back of the camera was facing the door and the camera moved, but we had no way of saying, hey, there was nobody there moving the camera. And so we learned from that point to try to get the entrance into the room and such, as opposed to letting it sit in the back. So, little things like that you learn with experience.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, there's so much stuff that we've done, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna end up doing this next time. It's just we learn so much on every investigation we go on. We're always learning new things, and I swear every time I come off an investigation, we're buying new things. We're like, well, we're gonna need this for the next one. We're gonna need that. So.
And it's always me and Caleb are like the ones that are most excited to get in there and do everything.
Yep.
And Lee is really hounding about this union thing. You guys gonna start a union?
Yeah. But so I think that's really, like, I mean, we learn so much on every investigation that we go on. And I feel like that's always going to be a thing. Like, we're always going to learn new stuff.
So what's your process on working towards a case?
So I call a place and we'll set it up ahead of time. So, I mean, sometimes it's 2 weeks, sometimes it's a month from now. Really depending on whenever we can get in and whenever we have time in the planner. Then we have a team historian. Oh, that's another position we have. Sorry, I didn't mention that.
It's okay.
She is amazing. She does all of that stuff. So I tell her where we're going. She takes that, in like a week before we head to the investigation, she's got tons of stuff written up for me, and she hands it over. And so it's perfect. It's really nice to have her. So a lot of that. And then I like to write up. Sometimes I like to write notes and ideas that I have for the new investigation and stuff. I'm always studying, always finding new things to do. And I always try things. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I always jot down things to try. For example, you ever heard of Paranormal Oddities?
Yeah.
So Joe from Paranormal Oddities has been a great help, and I can't thank him enough. That's where I got most of my equipment from, and I've sat down with him, and I mean, we've talked for like 2 hours straight. And he told us so much stuff that really like plays into what we do. Like, he told us like styrofoam cup trick and all this stuff. So we try new things. I always try on a works. It works great.
You must be hitting a dead spot again. You're right, Lee. That is definitely having a historian is a big benefit to the team. That's for sure. And that's awesome that that you guys have contact with paranormal oddities. That's a bigger channel, isn't it?
Yeah. Also, he actually there's a guy, Joe, who runs the store called Paranormal Oddities.
I didn't catch much of that.
Yeah, Caleb, you keep lagging out. Nobody can hear words you're saying.
He's heading home or to Jamestown.
Yeah, they're on their way back from Olean.
You must be hitting 17, right?
Yep.
Or was 86 now?
Can you hear me now?
A little bit.
All
now,
right.
There's a big place out there, and maybe that's something that we could work on collaborating with one of these days. A place that I've been wanting to get into for a while, and I don't know. It's something I'd have to speak with the rest of the team about and such. But is the Dandy House is out there?
The Dandy House.
Yes.
I've heard of that.
That's about 15 minutes from Olean in Hinsdale, New York.
Me? No, because I put it in my AirPod, but when I was switching. Hey, Joe, or Scott, can you hear me?
I can.
All right. You said 15 minutes from where? I was switching you over to my AirPods, so I didn't catch it.
The
First you want to
Hinsdale
call me
House.
Brandon, and now you're calling him Joe?
I know it. I was talking about Joe from Paranormal Oddities, and
The Dandy House is in Hinsdale, New York, which is about 15 minutes from Olean.
Right. Okay. Oh, yeah. The Dandy House. Yeah, I've heard of that. I actually want to go there at some point, so maybe that's something we could work on and do together or something.
And that's what I was saying. I'd have to speak with my team as well. And you
right. And I can bring that to my team, right? Yep.
Right. And so we'll see what we could do. Maybe that's a collab that we could do in the future.
For sure.
I have other thoughts as well. I was mentioning to Chris about the mall parking lot. If you guys are bored one of these nights, you could just pop in there when the weather's halfway decent. Most of my team's tired of it now, like they are Guernsey. But if I'm free that night, of course, I would ask the rest of the group if they want to come along. But if I'm free that night, I would definitely join up with you guys. Yeah,
we should set an investigation up. You talk to your team, I'll talk to my team, and we should set something up in the future to be able to set up an investigation, something to go to. I think that'd be really cool.
Definitely. I definitely enjoy the energy you guys have. You guys are it's refreshing because most of the people that I interview and talk with have been in the field for a little bit. So now they're kind of laid back, relaxed about stuff. And
right. Yeah, that's kind of like, it's kind of like I love JPI. I love Mike and all that. But I notice he could be like that sometimes. He's just like, oh man, I've done this for forever. I've had so many teams. Like this is just normal to me. And then I'm over here, I run a rookie team, and we're all just all so excited and energetic. And it's like, but it was really nice. He's helped us out a lot. And Mike's another one in his team that have helped us with so much stuff. And I'm really thankful for him as well and his team. He's
been on the show as well.
Oh, that's awesome. He's been on the show.
Yes, excellent interview. But like you're saying, like I'm saying, is we're all kind of laid back. Like that's right. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, you oldies.
Oldies. Thanks. Experience would be a better word for us old timers, but we'll take oldies, I guess. And FYI, I'll be an hour late if than what I tell you.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. Okay, I'll make sure. So I'll tell you an hour before I'm going to actually start the investigation then, right?
You think that would work, but no, it don't.
So you'll just show up 2 hours late. All right.
We're going to tell him like a week in advance for him to be on time.
So, yeah, maybe. So you guys get to answer this individually. What's the one place, say, like, you only have one last place to go to and to investigate anywhere in the world before you hang up your proton pack, which place would that be?
Chris, you can go ahead first if you want.
Rolling Hills.
Rolling Hills Asylum. Out of all the world, that's the first place you could think of?
Absolutely. I really want to go there.
I don't have that many fedoras there, JWoww.
Wow.
Hey, Christina.
Honestly, myself, I don't know. There's so much that it's tough. I think an asylum somewhere or something.
How do you like?
I don't.
I got a Thanksgiving fedora.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
I guess I got the dogs going with seeing a bird on the. That's actually
they came outside and started barking.
That's actually one of the watchers made that for me. But what asylum were you saying there, Caleb?
I don't know one in like particular, but I don't know. I'd want to go to an asylum somewhere out of the state. Nice one.
Now, see, I'll be honest with you. That's the one place that I'm hesitant to go is an asylum.
Really? Why's
Yes.
that?
And I don't know if I would or if I wouldn't, depending on the situation.
Right.
If somebody called the group in to help them, I would probably be reluctant. But my thought pattern with that is these people are not right in their mental status when they're alive.
Right, okay.
And so I don't imagine that would change much when they pass over.
I agree.
So
valid statement.
In that sense, I'm nervous that it could be something more that putting ourselves in danger of for something that's
right.
just a little fun.
Right.
Never know though. I might. Who knows? I really enjoy investigating.
Right. No, I asked you this before, and I can't remember what your answer was, but you get house calls too, right? Like people call you in and stuff.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, we haven't got that far yet, but we're working on that eventually.
We do residential business, fun stuff, and so.
Actually, that's nice. Yeah, actually, I lied because we did actually get a call to go to this barn that somebody has.
Oh God, here we go again with the barns.
It was somebody who has connections with the Stockton Hotel. And they heard we were going to the Stockton Hotel, and they called and they asked our number, and they reached out asking that they have a barn at their home, and they want to know if our team could come out. And I'm not supposed to get a hold of them again this weekend after I talk to my team. But she honestly thinks it's evil. She had a reader come out, and I guess he actually left, and he goes, man, I can't do this anymore. And he actually got like really sick where he almost passed away. And she had someone else who's gone in there who's almost passed away. There's this one certain room in her barn, and as soon as she walks into the barn, anywhere near that, closer you get to that side of the barn, it's just more and more negative energy. She said it's to the point where sometimes like she's got to turn around. She can't even go that far into her barn because it just the pressure of that negative energy.
Wow, that's something. And yes, Jay, we do. It's been a while, but we do. So if you're into the building, what's your, and obviously not being there, you don't know, but what's your guys' thought on approaching that? How you gonna approach that?
Really, I haven't thought much into that. I do have her address. I kind of want to talk to our historian, see if she can do some research on there before we think about going in there just to see what she finds, what that place was, and what could really be causing this, what she thinks is negative energy. So I mean, I don't know, this stuff's definitely, it's alarming, but it's very, very interesting. Really want to learn more about it. So
I think I know where you're going with this, Lee. A barn, would that be like a garage?
Yeah, so it's her house, and then she has like a barn. She doesn't have no animals in it, so I think it's more so like a garage at this point. So I think she just stores stuff in it. Because the way she was talking, she doesn't have no animals. She's just got like a barn. And I know my grandfather, his garage used to be a barn. So I mean, sometimes he still calls it a barn. So. Right,
and then you get people that it's just been through the generations called that. So.
Yep. So I'm leaning towards a garage.
I know where Lee's going. Yeah, I think I do as well. My word of advice: just be careful. And we'll talk a little more about it off camera.
Yeah, for sure.
If that's okay with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But so, out of curiosity, being a young group, you said about a year now, or just in April?
Oh yeah, in April. Yep, is when we started to.
So, what's your goals as far as equipment going? Do you have very much now?
I mean, we have a good amount of equipment right now. I do want to expand. I mean, we have a spirit box now. We have a REM pod. We have a K2. We actually have electronic K2 now too. So it's got the numbers on it and stuff that spike instead of just the dots and the different color. So we have 2 of those now. We just got an audio recorder. We should have another one on the way at some point. A grid laser actually it should have been delivered today. We just got a grid laser. We have a DVR system.
Are you ordering through Ghost Stop?
We have handheld cameras and stuff. What'd you say, Scott?
Are you ordering through Ghost Stop?
Yeah, explain the story of how you got that DVR, Caleb.
Is he throwing you under the bus?
He is, yep. Man, Chris. So the DVR, I ordered the damn thing off a marketplace thinking it was a good deal. Ordered it, or I bought it, and I found out half the cameras work well, but it's a very crappy system, and I didn't really look online to see how much they were. I thought they were a lot more expensive. I got it for like $150, and I mean, I found things on there for like $150 that were brand new, that were like wireless DVR system. So I was it hurts me to think that I bought this on Marketplace, but I could have bought the same thing brand new and better quality right on Amazon. So it makes me tear up sometimes, Scott.
I've been there and done that.
Rookie mistakes, right? Rookie team mistakes.
Nah, that's just human mistakes. It's not even rookie. That's just like recently I made the mistake of I ordered a flare camera for my phone.
I heard that, Heather.
And I didn't hear it. But
Jeez.
So I ordered for the wrong type of phone.
Oh man. Damn.
I have an Android and I ordered for the iPhone.
Oh man. Well, we'll buy it off you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Mistake there.
Huh?
So that's a big mistake there.
Yeah, well, fortunately for me, it was through Amazon. I was able to get it returned and switched out.
Oh, okay.
So I appreciate the offer. And,
yeah.
I'll send you the link to what it is. It's around $240.
Oh, that's not bad. All the ones I'm looking at are like $400, $500. I'm like, man, these are not cheap. That's not bad price.
Right. It's not great.
We're looking for a thermal camera too.
Yeah, and this just attaches to your phone.
Right.
So yeah, I'll send you a link to it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, do that. I know that our tech manager actually, he was supposed to have one. It was broken. He sent it in to get fixed, and they're talking that he may not get it back. They're saying, well, we could put this money towards a new one, and then you can like
pay for the rest, and it's still like $400 that he's still got to pay. He's like, yeah, no, you can get that new one. So he's having trouble getting that. So we don't even know if he's gonna end up getting that. So I'm like, oh man, I would fight that, but.
Right. How can they keep your product?
Right.
Your property.
Like, no, you can send me one for free if you don't got this one.
Right. Lee is saying wireless has their drawbacks, and they do.
Right.
He's talking about cameras.
Yeah, I heard that the DVR systems. Yeah, I heard that the wireless actually have some negative.
Well, they do, but that's not what I don't think that's what he's referring to. We recently switched from DVR setup to handheld camcorders, and he prefers the hardwired sit down, watch the monitor situation where. So he's saying there's some drawbacks because you get it with the DVR. You can have a team member sit and kind of keep an eye on everything.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I have the DVR and handhelds, so we can't be everywhere all the time, and we don't always have somebody sitting back watching the. We don't always have someone back at command center watching the DVR. But I like to go back and watch the DVR and see what we find and stuff, and kind of go through that a little bit. Like we have 4 cameras. We can't have everybody in those places all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
You may catch something when you rewatch it than what you may watch what you might see live. So.
And we have actually a little fun story is Lee caught something on the DVR system at a house. Very excited, very need to watch this kind of situation. When we put it on our television, and and it ended up because we had it set up on the laser pattern on the wall to catch whatever might break the laser grid, and it ended up being a cat. Cat got up, was looking into the camera, and it looked like something broke the laser grid system on the monitor, and so we were all excited, ready to go, and then we seen it was a cat.
Yeah, Mike actually told me a story about when they went to the Buffalo Central Terminal. And actually, that's another one I really want to go to. I'm really excited to go to. The only thing is, I know that they were in renovating, and they did not want anybody in there.
Renovations can stir up things, and he's right.
Absolutely.
We bought a wireless and hooked it up to the DVR system, and there was times when we just couldn't get that to work as well either. But
right.
So the places that you guys been to, and feel free to answer individually. What's the one place that you guys like the most? One of the buildings, one of the like you guys were at a bridge as well, if I remember correctly.
Right. Yeah. Me personally, I think I enjoyed the first one I went on with JPI. I can't say the building. I can't say where exactly, but it was a building in Falconer. I can say that much. And I liked it because it was the first one. It was big. It was exciting. Everybody, even their team, we just had so much energy. And we didn't get much, but I just think it was a really good experience, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So
definitely.
And my personal favorite was probably Cold Springs Cemetery.
Okay.
What did you like about it?
There was just a lot of history. There was a lot of stories to it.
So it wasn't so much.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much the fact that you got a lot of evidence at that point. You just like the physical location.
Correct. Yeah.
My thing about the cemetery, it was just there was so much. There was like 750 grave sites. It was just so much. I felt as a little bit it was overwhelming. We couldn't really get to everything. So that was my thing about the cemetery.
We were on a case and we had the DVR set up, And one of the few times that we put something out, and we didn't even fully say it was an orb. We said that was very interesting and as close to an orb as we would say was paranormal related. Had its own path, went underneath the door and back out. And anyways, we put it on our YouTube, I believe, or maybe it was Facebook, and people started accusing us of using CGI.
Oh man! Oh
like,
gosh!
It's like if we were using CGI, I'm sure we'd come up with something better than
always gonna have those haters. We have some of those too. We post some
And-
stuff, man, and just anything we post, it's always they have something to say, and it's like, all right. I don't even comment back to it. I just look at it, laugh myself, and just keep going on my day.
Yeah, little advice.
Sometimes if it's something really good, sometimes I'll screenshot it and send it to my group and be like, "Here's something to laugh at today, guys."
I would recommend, especially since you guys are kind of newer, and this is just my advice. Don't take it as gospel. Reply, and just keep it basic.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's some things, right? There's some things where like
the reason why I say reply for being a newer group is any interaction on social media is going to get your page out there further.
Okay.
I wouldn't get it into like a debate and back and forth, but a quick, simple answer along the lines of thank you. You know, I appreciate you reaching out. We'll take that into consideration. You know,
right? Okay, yeah, for sure. I mean, there was some things where I responded back, but there was just some things that was so disrespectful that I just kind of just blew it off and kept going on. I didn't want to.
If it's outright nasty. Yeah, I fully agree.
I mean, there's some stuff where I commented.
People like that with kindness, guys.
They're like, "What are we staring at? The wall?" And I commented back, "No, I'm just sending pictures, showing everybody, you know, our investigation this week, and just, you know, a little bit of like, hey, we were here. Here's some pictures. Here's, you know, just to kind of see what we were doing and stuff." But so I commented stuff like that, and you have some people that are like they made fun of one of the members of my team, calling her Harley Quinn and crap, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, blah blah blah." They were just there was some very disrespectful stuff, and then
they just wanted to say anything just to get things going.
Right, get something going. Yep.
I don't know, Vicky. I don't have no haters, so I must be doing something wrong. I mean, everybody loves the fedora.
Yeah.
Did you read that? She says, "If you got haters, you know
you're doing things right." Thanks, Vicky. We do got haters, so we must be doing something right.
Oh man, see, I must not be giving out the right Kool-Aid or something because nobody hates the fedora, right, Chris?
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's work on this. What he said was, "I am right."
I don't recall saying that.
I guess I unmuted his mic too quick. Oh, hey. I'm not so crazy about you. You're in love with me and you know it, Lee. But anyways, so let's try to get back on track a little bit here. My show doesn't get too crazy off into the right field. We usually are good on keeping things on track. So I'm just running through my mind everything I've asked. Do you got any questions for me? Well, I think of more to ask you. Now, I hear a lot of you guys talking, but there's some other members of your team there as well. Are they not caring to answer? Or?
Yeah, Hannah. Do you not want to?
Yeah, we got Hannah and Heather here. Heather's driving, and Hannah's chilling in the back.
Heather's your mother, right?
Oh, yep, my mother. Yep, Heather's my mother.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can't hear them. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Hannah, at all.
I do have my headphone in. But what were you guys' favorite investigations so far? Hannah's favorite investigation was actually Dipson. Why is that? Hannah believes that's where most of the activity that we got came from. So she like.
It was a school at one point, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, actually, Dipson was a school.
And before that, it was
point,
something else.
See, yep, I didn't even know that.
Yep. So that was some information we found. I like Dipson just because we got to sit down and interview people, and stuff like that. So it was really exciting.
Nice.
I know that we haven't done much. We haven't posted much on YouTube. I feel like, I don't know. Eventually, I want someone designated just to do that. Get somebody on the team that can just work on just doing that, and doing stuff like that. Just because, man, I don't know how to work that stuff. Brandon's busy a lot, either doing other stuff on the team or stuff in his personal life, dealing with other things.
Right. So
just, it's hard. So like, we haven't posted anything since the very first investigation. And so and that wasn't even really that good because it was our first one. We didn't really.
It takes a while to get things on track and filming the way you want. Lee is asking, do you have any type of sensitives in the group? And I'd say Hannah's kind of sensitive about things. No, not that kind of sensitive.
Right. Right. Hannah, I would say, is probably the only sort of sensitive one that we have. Nobody else on the team, I don't think. Yeah, Hannah's the only one that's got a little bit of that. So
don't let that make you feel like that's a necessary component of any team.
No.
There's no right combination of things.
I was just
sensitive
talking to him about that earlier, though.
Sensitive as far as like you can kind of like see things or hear things. Not sensitive as like you get sad or anything. No. She's over here.
She is.
What the heck you mean? I'm the one sensitive. I'm like, yeah, settle down.
See, right there in the South shows that she is.
Scott said it. He called it for her.
It's like you can feel the energies and the vibes and stuff.
Yep, you can feel the energy and stuff a lot.
There's clairvoyant, clairvoyant. There's like 4 or 5 different types of sensitive. It's like yeah,
I can feel that stuff too. Like, remember I told you I turned on the box in the bathroom in spirit, and I heard a voice as soon as I turned it on.
Right. I would say that would be more of a.
Honestly, I think Brandon might be that way a little bit, because I mean, we've gone on an investigation and he's like, dude, I feel something right here, and I never really. It has to be something really strong for me to feel it. Like, I can't just go down somewhere just looking around or going through a walkthrough and feel anything really, unless it's something like, But so I know some members on the team are able to feel maybe some things than other people can.
Right.
So I'd say Brandon's a little that way as well. I mean, because the rest of us will go down and be like, does it?
So I'm assuming when he says headgear, he's talking about hats. What type of headgear do you prefer while on investigation? Like
headgear.
I suppose he's referring to hats.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I just like a normal baseball cap. I have a plain black baseball cap that I wear on investigation. It's like my lucky hat. So I wear that on every investigation. Plain black hat.
Not wear hats.
Chris don't wear hats. Brandon usually will wear his Scream hat. So he has a Scream hat he wears all the time. My mother sometimes, once in a while, it's like 50-50. Sometimes she'll wear a hat. She'll usually wear her Friday the 13th Jason hat. So there we go. I can't remember who asked earlier, but Jason does get some love on our team.
That probably would be Lee, but he's the
Hannah's usually always got something cool going on with her hair. She usually doesn't wear a hat, but she's either got different color hair dye going on it, or she's got her hair
looking like Cindy Lou Who from The Grinch.
Always something different going on with Hannah. Ponytails or pigtails, or she's always got something going on.
Vicky is saying feeling is more empath, seeing, hearing, psychic, medium. Thank you. Yeah, I know there's like several different variants. Some are odd with hearing, some are with seeing, some are with feelings. So definitely there's a lot of different types that could be.
Right.
Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. I need equipment. I'm not sensitive. I don't hear things. The equipment. I use the spirit box a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah, we just got the spirit box. We just had it for the Stockton Hotel, so that's a newer piece of equipment. And we all had some fun with that. So
the most fun. There's two things that I've done with the spirit box that I don't think many have done. One, I'm almost guaranteeing that I'm one of, I'd say, three. The other, I'd say, very few. The one of three is when the mall was an actual full mall out here. I took the spirit box with an FM transmitter and I broadcasted over the mall PA system. So the whole mall got turned into a white noise generator.
I can only imagine.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah,
we let it run for a while before because I knew the maintenance person. So about an hour before it closed, we hooked it up, turned it down just below audio, where you could hear it, and then let it run for like an hour before we got into the building.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool. Second time.
Yep, not me. I haven't done that. So.
Second time was I hooked it up to the car we were in, and that car ended up needing to be blessed because it got something attached to it.
Really?
Yeah, that's a cemetery that you guys could go check out. Very small. It doesn't seem like there'd be much there, but there's more there than what people realize. It's on Moonbrook Road, I believe it's called. Moonbrook
Cemetery?
I think it's called Hollenbeck. It's up by the Jamestown Airport.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about then.
It's just a little cemetery.
I didn't even know that was there. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you.
It's on the right-hand side, about 2 minutes up the road. If you blink, you miss it.
Oh, man.
And there's Mr. Consultant. How you doing, Matt? Paracrew Podcast. Hope you're doing well. Here's a third time with the spirit box. One escaped in my mind then. Please refresh my memory there, J-Wow. But yeah, so little things like that. Ask me, and I'd be happy to try to offer any advice that I can get. There's a plethora of experience in the chat right now. Believe it or not, there's probably, with everybody that's in the chat right now, there's probably at least 70 years worth of experience.
Wow.
Off the people that I know. So,
70?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Becky says, hey, Matt.
Hey, Mr. PC. Mr. Consultant, that's another gentleman that I could probably connect with you guys. And he does a very similar show to this. Actually, he was the first person I interviewed on
awesome.
Show.
Yeah, we're interested.
So, you hear that,
Always
Mr. Consultant?
Stuff, so.
My directorial debut. Yeah, we did a little horror film clip show in the Warren Mall.
Oh, did you?
Minus the food mixes. Yeah, I like to do weird food combinations too and film for fun. But yeah, it was me and another member, Joel, and a third party that was named the Creeper, and did a little 5-minute skit, and it had the the spirit box in it. It was not. It would be classified as 80s cheese at the best. But we leaked some photos out to build a little hype up for this, and to make a long story short, within 24 hours, we posted them on Facebook. We had 3 or 4 different people post them, acting as if they seen the Creeper out in public, and it went viral. Like, these pictures went all across states. People were making stuff up. They were shared thousands of times, thousands of comments. It was, man, it went crazy.
Yeah. Voorhees is still waiting for the Creeper to show up.
That was a Friday the 13th special on this show. Jason Voorhees was on my show, as well as the Creeper. I have fun with these shows, if you haven't heard.
Right.
But so yeah, sorry we went on a little tangent there. But yeah, I could definitely connect you guys. You guys must be almost to Jamestown by now.
Yeah, I think we just passed the Kennedy sign and the Warren, actually. So.
Take a left and come on down. We'll have a fire out back.
Yeah. He said take a left and come on down. We'll have a fire out back. So it's Saturday night.
I got all kinds of fireball and some other stuff.
He said he's got fireball.
Let's go.
Chris is walking. Chris is already on his way.
All I could hear is laughter.
What is she
saying? Are you guys
going?
going? What's that?
I said, what did Hannah say?
Hannah's laughing because she heard alcohol and she's interested. She says she has peach margaritas.
There you go. Pixie the Bug. Don't come, it's cold, Jamestown way. They live in Jamestown.
Oh, man.
Pixie the Bug. How you doing,
cold
Danielle?
In the Jamestown way, so.
It is very cold this out here.
I do want to mention, since you mentioned something a little bit ago about traveling and stuff. Our picture actually traveling around. I do want to say that we are interested in traveling for investigations and stuff. So don't think just because we're located in the Chautauqua area, we won't come to you. So we really want to get out there and kind of go out of the area too and see some stuff that's out there.
How far are you guys willing to travel?
Honestly, we're willing to travel anywhere. Like we were talking about, there was some place in Florida that actually Brandon was talking about. So down the road, I mean, like, we're good with. I mean, obviously not every weekend, going to Florida or anything, but here and there, like we don't mind. We don't really have a limited area.
Nice. I want to take a moment, and I hope you guys will forgive me. For those of you that are watching, especially on YouTube, I really could use the subscribe count to go up a little bit more. I'm trying to hit 500. I'm at 383, I think. So if you could click the subscribe, that'd be awesome. Sorry, guys. I had to pitch myself there.
Yeah, go subscribe to us, too.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
We could hear you. I could hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Caleb.
Okay. I heard you say something about subscribing, and then I lost you. But yeah, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. We have a YouTube as well, the Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team. We have one video up, but we're gonna work on getting some other stuff up there too. So.
And I would normally
actually be hoping to start a little show like this as well. So.
I would normally type that all out and have it scrolling, but I did such a horrible job at doing it earlier. I'm stepping away.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you really did.
But I will promise you, I will. If you send me the link, it'll be a little easier for me. I will put it on the YouTube page or the Facebook page, and I could probably re-edit the description of this and put it right in the description of this on YouTube.
For our YouTube channel, because I lost you.
YouTube channel. Yep.
Yeah, he's asking for the link to the YouTube.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll send you the link later if that's okay with you.
Perfect. You're right.
Awesome,
guys. Are you guys gonna do any investigation tonight?
Not that I know of.
No, we don't have no investigation night. We did have one Thursday at the Stockton Hotel. And we're gonna be back at it this Friday at the Reg Lene.
So you guys are not wanting to go out in this nice chilly weather?
No, we don't. We don't have nothing scheduled for tonight. I mean, there's times where I sit there. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish we had something scheduled for tonight. But
yeah, I think
we just had one. We just had one Thursday, so I still gotta go through some of that evidence and all that. So I'll sit down probably tomorrow and go through some stuff.
That's my goal for tomorrow. Is I still got enough to do. It says, have you done the Hinsdale house? Because I found the Haunted History Trail book and it looks awesome.
We have not yet, but we're definitely interested in doing that.
Yep, Pixie, that is one that we want to get into.
Yes, but we just haven't had a chance to get in there yet. I know it costs a little bit too, so probably around springtime. Honestly, I'm hoping to get in there. So, and actually, JPI pitched something to us about doing that together. Actually, I believe it was JPI.
Did you see Pixie's other comment right there?
Speaking of the
Reg Lene, I felt spirits on the balcony when there. Okay, all right. Yeah, I've never been to the Reg Lene, so I have no idea what it even looks like in there. I tried to look up some YouTube videos and stuff, see what it looks like. But we're having a walkthrough, I believe, Tuesday. We'll have a walkthrough.
Jason, so I'm pretty sure he's sick of Guernsey too.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex. How you doing? Alex is in Texas. He's definitely not as cold as we are. He's had some...
Yeah, you're having good weather up there, huh, Alex?
He's had some... his story was on the Travel Channel.
Really?
Really?
Really. I believe I'm speaking to the right person. Sometimes my mind gets mixed up. Scott could take you through Guernsey and fill out his punch card. There we are with the punch card again.
Back to the punch card.
I'm pretty sure you're sick of Guernsey too.
Awesome, thank you. It's gonna be fun. We're definitely excited.
I'm glad you're doing well. And okay, yes, Guernsey would be cool. And he says yes. He was the one with this. He was the one with the show. His story was featured on the Travel Channel. Paranormal Night Shift.
Awesome.
Well, that's really cool.
Paranormal Night Shift, nice.
Pixie.
I'm gonna have to maybe look that up on YouTube, see if I can find anything.
I got the link. I'll send it to you.
Oh, perfect! Awesome.
Episode 3, Clown Boys Revenge.
Clown Boys Revenge. All right. Yeah, Scott will send me the link, so then I'll look at it. That'd be nice. That'd be cool.
Pixie's been to Guernsey with me as well as that little cemetery I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
She's in Jamestown, as if you couldn't tell. So, sorry guys, I'm getting pop-ups and they get distracting if you don't get rid of them on your computer.
No, you're good.
So,
I was hoping to tune in on my computer, but I'm on my phone, so
it works,
right? Yep, it works.
Definitely works. Little tip for if you're ever doing your show on your phone, turn it sideways. It gets rid of the black bars.
Oh, okay.
Black bars.
Oh, look at that.
See?
Perfect.
Scott gonna be down to 35 degrees. Going to be. It's already 30 below 35 out here right now.
Yeah, we're supposed to have snow sometime. Tonight, I
Last time we
believe.
were there were deadly holes. Yeah, be careful at Guernsey. We were out there,
Yep.
as she was saying, and I stepped into a hole that went
When
all
I
the way up
was
to my knee.
when I was there was some crazy holes there too. Last time I was there, so we gotta be careful with that for sure. Well, a new thing I just started doing too, actually, is I just just a couple weeks ago, I bought caution tape. So any place that's dangerous or I don't want my team in, we just wrap it up. So
That's good thinking. So, where do you guys see yourselves in the group, say about a year from now, or individually in the paranormal world?
well, I'm hoping the whole team stays within a year.
Right.
I hope we're all still doing good.
Right.
But yeah, I think we'll be doing good in a year. I mean, I just look from where we came from when we first started this, and I'm like, yeah, we're coming a long way. And I think if we continue this energy up all the way into next year, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, I think we'll be good in a year from now.
Yeah, I think we'll be doing real good.
So what kind of growth do you guys want to see with the group?
Oh, what kind of what? Sorry about that.
Growth. Like,
Kinda
what's
growth.
your goal?
Well, I definitely want to get to the point where, I mean, we're getting calls, and we don't really have, down the road, and I'm talking a couple years down the road, I know JPI just got asked to do a TV show. I was definitely looking, like when I first started this team, down the road to having a TV show. I think that'd be really cool. So I think that's something down the road I want to see us have.
Yes, Lee. Caleb actually calls them ahead.
Yeah. I actually, a lot of these investigations, I call ahead and book. So
you're the aggressive one getting the cases.
Yep. And eventually, like I said, as soon as my mother is done with spirit season, she'll be taking over case manager.
Besides the Cold Springs one, they had to talk to Heather because I don't know, the police one was so rude to Caleb.
Oh no, yeah. So no, I still scheduled the police, or I still scheduled the Cold Springs. Just the dispatcher, when I called the police, is saying, "Hey, we're gonna be here," and she's like, "Oh well, I want to speak to somebody older." She's like, I wanna know. She was, give me your lead. She was, give me to the person who's in charge. I'm like, honey, I am in charge. So I just gave the phone to my mom, like, hey.
Said, can I talk to somebody that's older than 16, please?
But with Chris taking over the co-team lead investigator, I think he will be the one doing a lot of that down the road anyway, and he could be calling and saying, hey, we're here doing this at this time. Don't go past, at 1 o'clock in the morning seeing flashlights going around. It's just us, So we call ahead of time. We call the police department just so they're aware that we're there. So, when they have officers patrolling and they're going by and say we're on a house call or something, and they see flashlights moving around at 3 o'clock in the morning in the windows, they're not like, oh, these people are getting robbed or anything. So it just avoids the being stopped and having to go through all that.
Yeah, Caleb likes to be out till like 5:30 in the morning every investigation.
Sometimes, hey, Chris.
We did get chased by a guy on a tractor, but
oh, geez.
I do have a question.
It's fun experiences, though. It's good experiences.
Right. I do have a question, but I want to say a little story before I ask this question because it's on my mind. I'm old. I'm bound to lose my train of thought. Anyway,
hey, that's okay. It happens with young people too. It happens to me all the time. As soon as I think of something for the team or something, I have to jot it down because I'll forget it.
We know you're old. It's okay.
Chris has been a very good help, though. Chris and I have done a good job.
Definitely. You just been identified, Chris.
I thought that was Danielle.
It is. So, speaking of police and such, Lee and them will know. We were just getting done with the investigation at a home. We had our equipment. We were leaving. It was like 3 a.m. And wouldn't you know, a cop pulls up and rolls down his windows was a nice sunny day, so or night,
Right.
morning, whatever you want to call it. So we weren't in no real hurry. So we had all the monitors, computer monitors, cameras, leaving the house all dressed dark. Cop casually rolls down his window. He goes, "Hey guys, what you doing?" So, probably not what you're thinking we're doing. And he's like, "Well, what's that?" And so he said what we were doing, of course, and such. And he's like, "Well, that's pretty cool." And he was all about it, but that could have definitely went south pretty quick.
Right. Yeah. Like, so we ended up, even though we called, we ended up getting stopped at Cold Spring Cemetery. Cop was so cool. I actually spoke to him. I just walked up to him. He goes, "Hey, so what are you guys doing?" I was like, we actually called ahead of time. I said, "We're just out here." And he goes, "Okay, so you're the ones that called it in." I said, "Yep." He goes, "All right." He goes, "So what are you guys even doing out here?" I was like, "We're conducting a ghost investigation, a paranormal investigation." I said, I was like, we're a paranormal team. And he goes, "Oh man," he goes, "that is awesome." He goes, "That is so cool." It was like, "You guys have fun and stuff." So he was really cool and stuff about it.
So
he was so into it.
So
yeah, he was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Let me get to the question.
Yeah.
Do you think, and I feel like doing the investigations, it will be beneficial for you guys, and do you think being young is going to hold you back? And I know you guys aren't like 14 years old, don't get me wrong, but
Right.
you are being perceived as very young. You think that's a hindrance or something?
I thought of that a while ago, actually. I don't think so. Because, I mean, we hold ourselves very professionally. I know some 16-year-olds kind of ruin it for everybody sometimes. So I just kind of have to prove myself, I think, a little harder and just show that, like, hey, I'm not a normal 16-year-old little a-hole, just, whatever. But
are you actually 16?
Yeah, I'm 16.
Oh, wow. Pretty impressive, because if I had to guess, I'm sorry, Chris?
Yeah, he's a little baby.
If I had to guess, I was going to think around 22, 23, but
wow,
you're doing well.
Yep. Yes.
And yes, Lee, I know you're referring to the time we were chased out of Guernsey Hollow by the police. It was around Halloween. Another fun night. She didn't know you were in the paranormal, Chris.
Oh, I see that comment.
Lee, we didn't have trouble.
Very thankful to have him on the team.
We were there, but there was a weird animal that was rustling around. We took off. Yes, indeed. There was a weird night.
Thank you for the reassurance, Caleb.
Yeah, you're welcome, Chris.
But yeah, so you definitely have that situation where you guys have that little bit of a hill to climb being younger, which is great for things like youthful energy and such, to be up till 4 or 5 in the morning and carrying equipment and just having that abundance of energy that's associated with youth. But
right,
when you deal with adults, that sounded wrong. When you deal with people my age, generally when we look at younger people, we don't see them in the role of
being a leader. Right. Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of leadership roles. Honestly, I coach young kids football. I've coached for 2 years now. Actually, I played for 9 years. I played football, and then I ended up just a couple years ago. I just started coaching. I'm in the fire department. I'm a volunteer firefighter. I'm the president for a club in my school and all that stuff. So I've always really, and criminal justice, actually. I'm in the process of taking over a leadership role in my criminal justice class. So I definitely have always surrounded myself in leadership roles and always been mature, and I love being a leader. So.
And I'm assuming you're the youngest one on the crew.
Yes, for sure.
So you have the experience with Chris and Hannah and Heather, as you are trying your best to call her, and so you have that to fall back on.
Right. Yeah, it's hard because, like, I look at it as like, well, we don't want to have anybody younger than probably 18 on the team. But then it's like, well, how come you're on the team? And not only are you on the team, but you're the lead investigator on the team, and you're 16. It's like, yeah, well, not, all 16-year-olds are.
Right. Sweet. Thanks. Pixie says, "Sweet. Thanks for serving in the fire department. I love my criminal justice class. Do you like it?"
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Yeah, I do. I really enjoy the criminal justice class. It's really something I love. My class.
And this is referring to Danielle saying that we left because we heard an animal and such. And he says that's why I suggested that we bring a gun to Guernsey. And of course, Chautauqua County Sheriff shows up that night.
Yeah, we definitely want to get, because just in some of the areas you go in and stuff aren't always the greatest areas. We wanted to get somebody on our team to be able to carry. They could bring a gun on investigation just in case something, got out of hand. Because first, you don't know much about your clients. You don't know sometimes you don't know even what area you're getting yourself into. When we start traveling in far places, in Chautauqua County, I mean, we know, like, okay, obviously this is good area, this is bad area. We need to take a little more, be more, alerted in this area. But when we start traveling further and stuff, so I'm trying to get my mom to get her license to carry. So,
if I may suggest, we probably shouldn't go that route.
For that route, for what?
For carrying guns.
Lucky I said so far with the people we work with.
Oh, okay. So
and
so
the reason
JPI,
why
JPI actually.
The reason why I say that is not if you're in the, like, say you're licensed in New York, taking them to different states, you're going to run into a lot of legal issues.
Right.
And so if you stay within New York, it's not as much of an issue. But if you start traveling, say, from Jamestown to Warren, well, then you're into different legal issues.
Right.
So that's the reason why I say it like that. Now, and even to people's homes, you might get some kind of hesitation from people because they don't know you as well. So you might get some standoff issues that maybe keep it in your vehicle at that point.
Right.
But
yeah, we just feel like
if you're going to places like Guernsey, outdoors, things like that, it's definitely good reason to have something like that. So I'm not trying to discourage you because I think it's a bad thing. I'm just saying if you're going across state lines and things like that, be very aware so you don't get yourself into any kind of legal situations.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely understand. I guess I didn't even think about it that way and going into different states and stuff like that. But we just I feel like we need something, maybe not to carry, but I feel like we need something in just a self-defense kind of, to look like, I feel as, some of the areas you go in, you just don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I fully understand, and I fully am supportive of having that right. But I just encourage you to kind of think of that stuff as well.
Right. Yeah.
Because I don't want to see you guys end up in a stupid situation where you end up in jail for a year because you forgot something in the car,
Right.
That's why I bring that up, because
no, and I appreciate that. I never looked at it that way as in different states and stuff. I really do appreciate that.
And this is what almost caused us an issue, was because we didn't think about it either, and we brought it from Warren to Frewsburg, and that could have been a bad situation for us.
Right.
So that's why I speak, because we have experienced that almost cost us a lot of issues.
Mhm.
And yes, Vicky says taser, pepper spray.
Yep, actually, taser is something my mom and I both recommended. So I think she's going to end up ordering one of those for sure. So
Definitely. And you even got to be careful with certain laws of them, but they're a little more lenient
right.
with that kind of stuff as opposed to, but so that's
Even
my
parts like really
25
really
on
just to
that.
be hidden, and if we need to use it, whatever, which we hope obviously we never have to do that. That's just
Very
something
true.
for our kind of our safety. So just
Oh,
something
I fully understand. I wish there was a permit for states wide,
right.
one permit for all, but that's a totally different show.
Mm-mm.
But Danielle is saying that the permit class is down due to COVID.
Oh man. Well, hopefully. Well, thanks for letting me know that. Actually, I mean,
So,
some people who've gotten it before COVID were actually still having issues with getting the permit part itself. Like they've taken the class. I mean, they were still waiting 2 years after taking it for it because COVID hit, and they just like everything was getting backed up.
There's a federal license, Daniel.
maybe that's something to look into, is a federal
Right.
license. She says there is one. But anyways, let's not turn this into a gun safety course.
Yeah.
But so I was asking about the downside of what you might face, everybody being so youthful. What's the bonuses do you guys think there is?
For what?
Being young.
Mm,
Because I consider you all young. I don't know Heather's
right.
age.
My mom is just getting up there.
I'm sure she appreciates you saying that.
She's not old.
No. I mean, she still looks young. We'll give her that. She looks young. But she's giving me the dirtiest look right now. She's just staring at me like I'm gonna kill you later. But yeah, I think the positive side of being young and having a young team is longer, more chance of having like more energy and staying in it. I don't know how to explain it. Like a bigger chance of like, per se, if you started it at 50 or whatever, or an older age, you may not have as much time or to really get the thing, to really get it moving. And
I know we're all dead by 54, right?
yeah. So I think
Well,
being able to starting this young, I think can really lead to some big things. I just look at it as like 10, 15 years. If I stick with this, I'm older now. I've been in it since I was 16 years old, and I have a lot more experience. And something else I was gonna say, and I forgot what it was.
It's okay.
You see Alzheimer's hit already.
Right,
Yep.
right. 10, 15 years, you'll be thinking that
I
this is
know.
a new group again.
I know.
So, how far do you guys want to expand? Are you thinking just keep it local? You just small team?
I mean, we're looking to expand. Yeah, we really are looking to get this team huge. Like, I want to be the next, I want to be like the next TAPS team and Ghost Adventures. I want to be the next like big team. I really want to get it there one day. So,
You want to be the
and I
next
think
Ghost
starting
Adventures?
young is going to give me another chance to be able to do that.
Well, there's nothing wrong with ambition, that's for sure.
But,
Chris, where do you have these same motivation, or or are you in this for different reasons?
No, I have the same motivations. Yeah, I want to expand the team, make it big.
World domination, Lee says.
Exactly.
Yes, Lee. Yes.
One area at a time.
Hopefully, you guys don't try to assimilate us too quick. I mean, we'll be dead in a couple years. You guys could just grab us then.
You were not that old. Stop playing.
No, we really, like I said, we're really thankful for you. You know, Mike and his team. You know, Joe and all of his experience in the paranormal team, and all that stuff, and all that you guys like. We wouldn't have this team where it is today if it wasn't for the other people we've talked to and yourself and all that. So we're really thankful for you guys.
You're definitely welcome, and I appreciate you. You know, I'm humbled that you guys are even willing to listen to us. You guys must be stopped.
Hey, Lee.
You know, there's a lot of things that we're planning on trying to get together and do things. Like one of my things is a few years back, I was part of I helped get a paranormal convention in Youngsville for a couple of years. I wouldn't mind getting that going again. And, you know, just odds and ends like that. So I can see where our paths will be crossing here and there.
Yeah, so what I'm actually planning on doing is I'm trying to set up like a Paracon, like a convention and stuff. I'm trying to set up different stuff for that and events and stuff. And I've been looking for different teams to invite and stuff. So if we end up getting that ball rolling, would you be interested in attending?
Possibly. We've done them before. Awesome. Are you thinking of being a New York thing or don't care? I'm 62, Scott. Just a number. I agree, Vicky, and I don't mean to cut you off there, Kel.
No, you're good.
But I'm just giving these guys a hard time because they make it sound like we're getting ready to like keel over here in the next hour.
Yeah, watch yourself, Daniel.
I would agree, but two of them are family, and they just might hit back, no doubt. There can only be one. So, yeah. What's that, Chris?
So, I said I know where Danielle lives.
So we're looking to we want to get into a lot of community stuff too. We really want to get in with our community. I mean, we want to do benefits, and I mean, like we've really thought a lot of ideas. And honestly, me and Chris has been doing a lot of the planning and stuff of that kind of stuff. So that's something Chris and I will probably get into.
Well, I have an event that I've been working on for a while. It's not part of Warren Area Society Paranormal, but I started up a nonprofit group called Warren County Fright Nights is that name of my nonprofit. Woo.
Oh, all right.
And so we do different type of events for charitable reasons. One of the events we really need dedicated people to be at before we could get it going. The event is pretty much going to be getting dressed up and scaring the hell out of people through the night.
Yeah, we wanted to actually set up like next year, set up like haunted houses and stuff, or like a haunted like hayride or something. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to set up stuff like that next year. I think that'd be really cool and stuff.
Well, it sounds like we got some more networking to do with each other outside the paranormal stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
By the sounds of it. But I think we're hitting towards the 2-hour mark. Can you believe that?
Oh man, no, I can't. That went quick.
Right. When we're having fun, and Chris, I can't believe you got a word in edgewise over Chris. I mean, geez. But before we wrap this up,
I did try to talk, okay, but Caleb was doing most of the talking.
Well, I could fix that for you there by muting his mic. So what you got to say there, Chris?
I mean, nothing now. It's pretty much over with.
I see how it is. So before we get too much further on closing up, and don't click off the show yet, people. We still got a couple more minutes.
Yeah, stay on.
No doubt.
We'll have to come back sometime.
Anybody in the evidence? Anybody in the chat have any questions for these guys?
Bring them on. Chris is ready to answer them.
Orbs are pretty quiet. Yeah, I never seen a talking orb
You're
before.
right. You're right, Lee. You're right.
Yeah. It says, we may not be young, but we got experience. Very true, Alex. That is very true. And that's one thing that I personally enjoy doing. And so far, I've been blessed that people have been listening to me. I like sharing that. What the heck was that?
Chris is no longer an orb. He's not an orb.
Well, hi there, sunshine. Welcome to the world.
Hi.
You made it.
I'm not an orb no more.
So now you all know what Chris looks like.
Onto the orb. Exactly, Danielle. Exactly.
He's got a couple pictures on our Facebook page. Go check him out. When you're at it, like the Facebook page too.
Well, we're waiting for questions from the audience. Why don't you guys go ahead and give out some of your social media links?
Yeah, Chris, you want to do that since you didn't get much time to talk?
I just write it down. I'll write it down.
No. How do they find you guys on Facebook?
Literally you can just look up the Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team. It's all, we're listed under that pretty much on everything.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll let everyone know when that happens. Yep. So everything is still the old name, so we still haven't transitioned from that yet. When we do, don't worry, we'll let everybody know. But yeah, so everything pretty much, we'd like to keep it simple. So everything is our team name. So go right on Facebook, look that up. Go on YouTube, look it up. We have Twitter, TikTok. So
do you guys dance on TikTok?
We have an email. If you want to email us paranormal experiences, or if you need to reach out to us, you can go ahead and email us at caps22team@gmail.com. Again, that's caps22team@gmail.com.
Sounds
so
good.
we have you can pretty much find us on really any social media platform.
Sounds good. Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team.
Yep.
And do you have a mission statement?
Oh man. Yeah, we used to have.
That's a heck of a mission statement. Oh man.
Yes. Oh man. They had like a slogan for the old team. It was. I don't even.
So what's the slogan?
It was like it was no job too big, no job too small. If you see an apparition, who you gonna call? Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team.
So there you go.
And it was abbreviated, and we called it the Cat Crew.
Dude, would that be a slogan or a motto?
What's that, Scott?
I said, would that be a slogan or a motto?
Slogan, motto, I don't know. However you guys want to look at it. It was listed as our slogan, but
our slogan motto is it might not be real to us, but is to them being the clients. So we approach every case as if it's 100% reported accurately.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's really cool.
Ghostbusters is copyrighted, Danielle.
I have chosen Ghostbusters.
I know.
That's a whole brand, my guy.
Is it copyrighted?
I would assume.
Maybe they
We
made the
could
mistake.
have did like ghost. I don't know. I don't know how to
Ghost Slaughters.
Ghostbusters.
But maybe they made a mistake and never trademarked it or copyrighted it, and somebody could
doubt-
be making
Oh
a.
yeah, we can come through and grab it. Yeah.
Doubt that. Very.
But that's what everybody does is they doubt it and don't. Oh no, that can't be the case. Then somebody looks into it and be like, "I'm now a multimillionaire."
Why wouldn't Ghostbusters be copyrighted as a whole brand? There's movies, there's costumes. Like, come on.
Somebody didn't
There
turn
are.
the
Has
paperwork
anybody
in.
ever heard of? Has anybody ever heard of the Buffalo Ghostbusters?
No.
Buffalo Ghostbusters.
Oh
What?
man, you guys got to go look up the Buffalo Ghostbusters. We have anybody still
What?
watching. I'm not sure if we still have anybody watching, but go look up the Buffalo Ghostbusters.
Like Spirit
It's
Busters.
actually,
I like that actually.
but so that was really actually it's funny because they have like their own they have their own car. They have a whole department in Buffalo. It's really really cool. Huge team. They've even been on the news and stuff.
Really?
So yeah,
I'll have to check
it's
that out.
really cool. I think it's funny. I think it's really nice. It's
Do you
like
know
a
what
joke.
Ghost-
It's more of a joke, but like they bought from Spirit last year. They bought proton packs and stuff. So
Do you know what Ghost Facers is?
Ghost Facers. I've not
No?
heard of that. No.
No.
Ghost Facers.
My guys, as you young guys like to say. They're from
We've been called
the
the
T-
Ghost Eaters.
they're from the Ghost Facers from the TV show Supernatural.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ghost Faces.
you'll be surprised to know that I actually just started watching Supernatural. So
Well,
We
you're
should be-
gonna
we
see
should call
that
ourselves-
team, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
I never got into it until now.
We should call ourselves the Ghost Eaters.
Ghost Eaters.
Ghost Eaters.
That sounds
Ghost
like a
Eaters?
bad porno.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It kind of does.
Sorry.
You're definitely right on that one.
Yeah, we're definitely getting off track now, aren't we?
Ghost Creamers.
Brown chicken, brown
There you
cow. Oh,
Wow, that was-
Lord.
Whoa.
All right, back on
Way left
track.
field. Way left field.
Questions.
Oh,
Probably a
Lord.
lot of questions now that I can't
Right.
answer.
Back
But
to questions, please.
But no, I really appreciate you guys coming on. I'm sure we could probably chat for another hour. This
Good.
definitely went
Sure.
by pretty quick.
I had a lot of
And-
fun. I'm really thankful for you bringing us on the show. I really am.
And you're saying that you're interested in having something similar. I will help get you guys going on that if you care to.
Yeah, that would be actually great because we're definitely interested in doing something like this. So
And I'll see about me being on the show. I'd be
yes,
happy
that would
if
be
you
that would be awesome.
And I will try to drag Lee on, but I don't know. He's very, 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 very exclusive on what he does.
He'd be an orb, wouldn't he? He'd be
Yeah.
an orb.
I don't know about all that. He's
I'm not an orb anymore. Leave me alone.
this is
It
about
took.
the
I know
best,
it took Chris almost 2 hours.
right? This is about the
I
best
look
you'll
like-
get for Lee. Is
That
this
looks like garbage, but I'm on.
now? This is a picture of Lee. Now this is a long story why this is even like this, but yeah, this is probably about most people get. So he does not do technology very well.
Right.
I've had him on my show, this show, once or twice, but
I don't. You would think I'm the youngest on the team. You think I would know all that about that tech stuff and all that. I am not at all know anything about that. That's all. That's Brandon. That is.
He's not lying.
That is why
He's
we
not
have a
lying.
tech manager, because took us. Chris or Brandon wasn't there for the Stockton Hotel, and
It took us, man, I don't know, 2 hours to set that DVR up.
Something like that, an hour and a half.
Yeah, and actually my mom was the one. My mother was actually the one to figure it out.
And that's the downside of DVRs, where the handhelds are boom, boom, boom. You get them set up and
turn
you're
them on, press the record button, and go.
So definitely, yeah. How much emphasis, if I can't even say the word right, how much do you put on technology as opposed to personal feelings when you're out investigating?
The last couple times, I haven't even really had us use the handhelds much. I've honestly focused more on just our equipment. I go Facebook Live once in a while, just so, our viewers and stuff can see what we're doing and where we're at and all that. But I haven't really, like, last couple investigations, I haven't worried about it just because the handhelds actually, something's wrong with the batteries. I'm not sure what's going on. I think we're going to end up buying new handhelds because just the batteries go so quick. And it's like, okay, maybe like, they're taking energy or whatever, but then it happens every single time and they just go so quick. It's like, I think there's something wrong with these batteries. I'll charge them. They'll be fully charged, and then it's just they go. So
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It took me a second to figure out what the heck he was talking about. I'm like, emphasis. What the heck? Emphasis.
Emphasis.
I'm like, is he stroking out on me over here? I mean,
if you didn't pronunciate it, I would not have known what that was either.
It took me a second. I thought he was stroking out. But so yeah, we'll chat a little more about the handhelds offline. I might have some ideas for you.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Danielle wants to order the reg.
What?
Danielle wants to order the reg.
Hey, take me with you when you do the reg. You're the one that lives in Jamestown, right?
Yeah, she lives in town. Yeah.
Chris knows how to connect with her.
Yeah, that's definitely something for sure. Because I know that we have a couple guest investigators coming with us for the reg.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I should bug Mike to get me in too. But
why
not? Maybe I will. So Chris.
Yes.
The non-orb version. What's the one piece of equipment do you run for when you start?
The EKG reader.
The what reader?
I don't know
what the K2?
Yeah, the K2.
The EMF
I said EKG. But yeah.
That's your go-to, huh?
Correct, yeah.
How about you, Caleb?
REM pod all the way. Every time, first thing I do, I get there, I'm like, okay, my team, we're taking the REM pod. And it's always first thing I think is my go-to. Kind of like, those people that are always like, for everything, Google it. I'm always like, I heard someone over there, get the REM pod, So, REM pod it.
What about your mother?
What's your go-to piece of equipment? What's your go-to piece of equipment? Of all the equipment we got. She's not sure. I think she enjoys all the equipment. She's just like,
whatever feels right at the time.
Yep, whatever feels right at the time.
And Hannah, what's her go-to piece?
Hannah, I think
Hannah's here now. I don't know.
Yep. I know she likes the
bouncing around like a ghost orb.
I know I can't remember what she said. She likes. Could be.
Hold on.
I don't know. She said it before, I believe. I can't remember what it is. Might be the REM
Pixie
pod
says,
too,
my
huh?
go-to piece of equipment is myself. I can sense ghosts when they're around.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that's another one I hear a lot often actually.
Do you guys use the SLS camera?
We use an SLS camera on our phones. Just I don't know how legit those are. I want to end up getting like an actual SLS camera or whatever. But
I like video.
I
mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna film tonight.
I mean, sometimes I'll just be going through and this thing will just be SLS camera, just be picking up objects. So
She likes to do the camera.
What?
Camera.
Record.
Just record.
You like what?
Camcorder.
Game. You like video game.
Yep.
She giving you a hard time that you went and bothered her?
No. She's the group cinematographer.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
And I'm fine with that because I personally do not like being on recording.
Well, guys, I'm sure there's plenty more things we could talk about. How about we set up another night of conversation?
Absolutely.
I hope you guys, is this your guys' first sit-down interview like this?
Yeah. Yep.
Was it decent, or is this something?
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, and I had a lot of fun. I want to thank you again for allowing us to come on the show. This is something I would do again for sure.
Nice.
I would too.
Well, it was definitely excellent to have you guys on. You guys kept the show entertaining. You kept it flowing. Even when we couldn't hear you all the time, it was still fun to watch you kind of talk.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that again, guys.
Look around and be like,
just got home, so.
No, you're fine. We definitely understand that. Rolling Hills Asylum is fun.
Yeah,
I
we're
recommend
actually.
it.
Yeah, Danielle, that's we're trying to get into.
Yep, we're trying to get into that too. So yeah, that's definitely one we're really interested in.
And they're saying bye. So
See
yeah,
ya.
we'll connect up.
Thank you.
We'll connect up and we'll talk about some of the things off camera, like possibly help with the camcorder batteries and things like that.
Yeah, for sure. I had a lot of fun, and that's definitely something I'm interested in. So.
And about the different things. If you remember stuff that I forgot, bring it up in our chats. Good night, everybody. Lee's saying, have a good evening.
Good night, guys. Thank you.
So with that, you guys have a wonderful night.
All right, you too.
We'll chat soon, guys.
Thank you.
Take you guys out of the stream unless you guys do it yourself.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Well, guys, another show is in the books. These guys had lots of energy. For a newer team, they seemed very well educated, and they seemed to be very headstrong into a very great direction. I feel like they're going to be a team that's going to be growing and bringing a lot to the paranormal field. So pay attention to them. Chautauqua County Apparition Investigation Team, which they're going to be switching their name soon, but that should just, the page and everything should be the same. Of course, you would pop in to say duck lips. And if you're enjoying the show and you find any value of this, click like, share, and subscribe. That's what we used to do to each other. Me and Mr. Consultant, we used to hound each other on each one of our shows by saying stuff like that. So I feel like they're going to be a very, very well-known team eventually. I just had that vibe. And if not, the team, and they ended up growing, I don't know where else to go with that. You know, sometimes teams go to their own separations and go their own ways with no hard feelings and nothing wrong. Just move to different places because they're all pretty young. They'll individually make names for themselves, I feel, if not the group itself. So keep an eye on them. I plan on doing more of these shows, especially since the weather is getting a little more colder, so we can't do the outdoor stuff. We're definitely going to keep doing the investigations as they come up. That's our main goal. So hopefully we get a nice balance of this. I'm also going to be, I'm sitting back thinking about doing what YouTube calls the 24 days of Vlogmas or whatever. I was kind of thinking about doing that today, where you post daily on your YouTube channel of the month of December 1st to December 25th, Christmas. I'm only going to do that if I could find relative reason to. I'm not just going to throw out random videos with no purpose whatsoever just to do the Vlogmas. So I'm working on that. So stay tuned to that. And not much more to say. So I'm going to say, as always, stay spooky, my friends. It's been a while. Can't find the outro. Stay spooky, my friends, and thank you for joining the show.
Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for stopping down, and appreciate the visit. Now get the hell off of my porch. We'll see you the next time. Come on back.